What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, what I want to talk about is how you can make some money on TikTok, because there are several ways to do this, but I want to talk about one specific way. But we're also going to talk about the different ways and what way is the best and what ways you just shouldn't even worry about. So this channel is all about personal finance and making money on the internet. So if you're interested in any of that, make sure you're subscribed, ding that notification bell, and let's dive right into how you can make some money on TikTok. So TikTok is a social media platform, if you don't know, that's very known for 15-year-old girls that are dancing. In fact, that's what I thought it was when I first started, but really that was the start of it, because any social media is usually adopted by the younger generation because they want to try and test things out. It's all done at school and things like that. But after a while, it just gets developed, and different types of people are starting to understand it and just get into it. So that's what my initial thoughts were. But then I really realized that actually a lot of people were making hundreds of thousands of dollars on TikTok, and others were making even more than that. So I started to wonder how are these people actually making some money, because TikTok doesn't really pay you to put out videos or anything like that. So how do people do it? So there is a feature on TikTok that's, if you go live on TikTok, people are able to donate some gifts. I think that's what they're called. And they're able to basically, people purchase some gifts and then they give it to people that go live that they like. So for example, I went live and I got somebody that gave me some money. So obviously that's great, until you realize that that money is like 10 cents or 5 cents. I don't even know. I've never used it. I just saw it once and realized that somebody had given me money. But this is not going to make you like a real income, like actually be able to make a living. So that's out of the ball. If you get paid by going live, awesome, but really you're not going to be able to live on it unless you have millions of people that go watch every live that you do. But typically that's not going to happen. So the other way that you can actually make money on TikTok is through sponsorships. There are tons of people that are making huge amounts of money with sponsorships. Now, sponsorships is when the brand actually pays you to do some kind of promotion on your page, and if you integrate them well into what you're typically doing on TikTok, then it tends to do really well, and brands go and ask you to do some more. Different brands come up and things like that. Now it is quite a lot of work because you do have to deal with them and stuff like that, and that's just how it goes. But there are some people that make great money by doing that. It's quite a lot of work. It's not going to be that easy. You have to do some deals and stuff like that. It is a great way to make some money. Some people are making quite a lot, but you can't really stick to that specific thing because you don't know when the brands are going to come up, when they're not, and you can't actually rely on it. So the other way is through selling your own service. So if you have a service that's actually, growing, or a product or whatever, then there's a good chance that you're able to sell it on TikTok if you stick to the right audience of your product. So if you have a product that's around woodworking, for example, you're going to actually do TikToks on woodworking, and TikTok is an entertainment platform, so you do have to be entertaining, but you also have to educate people if you do want to make some money with your own product. So depending on your product, you're going to make different types of content. So your content is all about your product. So you're going to focus on your product and kind of figure out what you can do around that product to actually make some sales and still be entertaining, get people to be interested to watch your videos and things like that. So obviously that's all. Your content is going to depend on one thing, and that is your product. So the issue with having your own product is you never know if it's a good product that's going to sell, Obviously, you're going to put your heart and soul into making that product, but really, you don't know if it's in high demand, especially if you don't have any experience. If you come up with a product, you probably don't know if it's going to sell. Now, some products sell, you are able to do some research and things like that, but it's going to be quite tough to actually understand what your audience is going to want, especially if you don't have an audience right now. So the answer to that is to promote a product that already exists. And that is, typically what I do. I promote some products that already exist because you kind of know that it sells if people are promoting it. That's one thing. If you like the product or it helped you or in any sort of way, then that's also a great way to do it because you know that that product is going to sell. If that product helped you in any sort of way, it's going to be very easy to promote and do some content around that because you know it helped you. And typically, if it helped you, it probably helped some others. So the course that I'm promoting, for example, which is a bit more than a course because you have some coaches and things like that. But, this video is not about that. It will be in the description though. But that course, I just got onto it. I wasn't making money, and I realized that a lot of people were making more than 6 figures just promoting that product. And before they actually went through that course, they didn't know anything about marketing. So I realized that if I go through that, I'm no stupider than anybody else. I'm not the smartest person in the world. But, if you just apply what you learn, then there's a good chance that you're going to make money. And that's exactly what I did. So, promoting a product that you like, that's actually working, that people are promoting, then that's a great way to actually make some money. So, how are you actually going to do this? First of all, so all of these that I just talked about, this can apply to all of these. Even though the last one is my favorite and that's the one that I do, the other ones I don't do. So the very first thing is you want to have a strong hook, because when people are on TikTok, they're just going to scroll down and just watch some random videos that pop up on their feed. That's just because of the nature of TikTok. That's how it works. So what you want to do is to actually stop them from scrolling. So, I've said this several times in different videos, but you can say something like how to make $10,000 a month, or would you believe you could make $10,000 a month on TikTok? That's exactly what I did. In fact, I'm going to show you a TikTok that I did and I've done several times. So let's get into that. So I've shown this before, but this is exactly what I'm talking about. So would you believe you could make $10,000 a month? That is typically going to stop people from scrolling if they are interested in any way in making money. And typically that is going to be the fact, because people that see your content, they're going to understand very quick, or TikTok is going to understand very quick what content you're doing, and that's why you don't want to spread yourself too thin. So if you're into the making money online niche, then you could do something like that. But you could also make something like, would you believe you could lose, X amount of weight without exercise or something like that. Obviously, you want to be honest, but $10,000 a month, there are plenty of people that are doing this with affiliate marketing. There's like literally millions of people that do this. So that's obviously not a lie. Even if you are not making $10,000 a month right now, this is still true. So now that you've got those people that stopped scrolling, then you want to tell them, some more benefits about this. Since TikTok is a short platform with, typically short content, you can't exactly do what I'm doing right now and explain in detail, but you can get them interested and want to learn more. So that's what you want to do when you're doing TikTok. So now that you've got them stopped scrolling, then you want to get into what we call a story, and that is basically explaining some more benefits. So starting with the 0 following, no product creation, no shipping, no dealing with clients, no boss, no team. all of these things sound like they're really time consuming. Uh, they're not fun to deal with. Basically, you don't, starting with the zero following. That's just because TikTok, by its nature, is a viral platform. It doesn't really care if you have 1 million followers or 0 followers. It You can still go viral if you make a good video, contrary to YouTube, but that's not the point that we're talking about. So starting with the 0 following, you can start with the 0 and make quite a lot of money. And you don't have to create product because the product already exists. No shipping because you don't have to ship products. That's not your problem. You don't have to deal with clients because that's the company that the product comes from that's going to deal with the clients. You don't have a boss, obviously, because you're building your own business. And you don't have a team because you can do this all by yourself. Now, some people do hire a team, but really, if you're just starting out, you don't want to. And even further down the line, there's a big chance that you're not going to do this. Like, there's people making literally millions of dollars that don't have a team. So now that you've got your story, you've got them interested, and then you want to give them a call to action, and that is to learn how. Start here. That's all I do. That's like, start here is basically linking to my bio, and that's where they're going to land on my sales funnel, which we are going to talk about right now. So if you actually get into affiliate marketing and you're promoting products that actually are going to be able to make you $10,000 a month, you're going to have to sell one of two things. Either a product that actually pays you quite a lot of money, or could pay you quite a lot of money. For example, if you sell a small entry product and then they upgrade and then you get, people pay $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 for, the upgrade, then you're still going to get paid on that upgrade, and that's going to make you the money. So that's the first thing. Or the other way that you can do it is something that's going to pay you recurring. For example, your phone bill, Netflix and things like that. You pay every single month. And then as an affiliate, you want to make sure that you get paid every single month if you promote that kind of products. So you don't want to just sell a product that's not going to pay you a lot of money, because otherwise it's going to be very hard to actually make a living, let alone make $10,000 alone, let alone make millions of dollars. So that's not going to work. So you do have to sell a high ticket item. All of the successful affiliates, that's what they do, unless they have a massive following. But that's not what we're talking about. So you want to maximize it. So the problem with that is if you send them straight to the product, maybe it's going to be a course, maybe it's going to be a software, typically it's going to be one of those two. If you actually send people straight to that and then they end up and they see somebody that they've never seen before, they're coming from your social media, they end up on that, they're going to be extremely confused. And that's why we have to deal with a sales funnel. So Live the Laptop Lifestyle, I've talked about this several times before, so I'm not going to get into the details. But basically, you capture their emails. That's the Live the Laptop Lifestyle. They enter their email, and then you are able to send them some automated emails. Now, the idea behind that is if they go through the sales funnel and they don't buy, which most of the people need some more time to think, even if it's a small entry product. For example, the product that I'm promoting only costs $7, but still people want to think about it twice. So either way, now you're able to actually send them some emails to remind them that they are actually interested in that product. Maybe they want to buy more. Maybe they have some pain points. Maybe they don't want to buy straight away because X or Y reason. You kind of want to learn to understand your customers and see where they're blocking, what's the problem with that, so that you can maximize it through emails. So then the second page, if they do go through to the next page, then you actually want to make a video explaining more about the benefits of the product, not necessarily the product itself, but the details of that product. So that's what you do. You explain the details of, you know, what are the benefits of the product, what they could get to if they actually buy that. But you're not actually talking about the product itself, because then they will hit start now. I think that's what it says. And then they go to the next page, and that's where they end up on someone that's completely different. But since you told them about that in the video, that you're going to tell them about, you know, you're going to send them to somebody else that's going to know a bit more. Maybe it's going to be the founder, maybe it's going to be your affiliate partner, you know, you name it, you call it however you want. But basically, that is the person in the company. Maybe it's going to be the CEO. In that case, that's what it is. And they're going to talk about more about it. And if that person actually manages to make the sale through a video, then you are making a commission. If they don't, they are still going to get some emails, maybe at least 7 emails, because that's what, you know, the average person needs, at least 7 times that they see your product to actually make a sale. So basically that's how it works. That's all it is. And if you want to copy my exact sales funnel, I'll put that in the description. And, you know, everything will be there. Make sure you watch the video in the playlist as well, because I have a video explaining how you can copy my exact product, my exact everything. But if you do want my product, that's in the description, and you'll learn a lot with that. So with that being said, I really hope that you enjoyed this video, and I will see you on the next one. Bye for now.